whole Remy and Pap situation. None of it was true.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
I've had 4 boyfriends online.
That's, I don't know.
I don't
They
know.
both nice,
They both
but
nice.
they would have to be new lyrics now, right? Because Joe can't keep doing.
Remy Ma is really holding Papoose captive against his will, because why is this man practically pleading for a divorce and his sister still won't let him go? It got so bad that Claressa Shields was prepared to enter the ring and throw elbows and hands to force her to change her mind. Listen, this isn't just about love. Papoose may be eyeing that alimony check, but let's not pretend he wasn't holding Remy down while she was sitting in that cell. Naima lied the entire time, but now that she's out here stacking her papers and cuddling up to the block captain, who, incidentally, has already replaced her with 2 younger girls, let's get started because Remy is still not attempting to allow Papoose to walk you all. This whole situation is getting out of control, and Claressa Shields isn't prepared for it. Claressa Shields has been displaying her devotion for her partner in public. Just the other day, Papoose appeared on Instagram with a birthday message that had everyone talking. She said, "Oh man, happy birthday, King Papoose. You are extremely unique, and I pray that God grants you many more years and even faster hands because today is the day you receive all of your birthday punches. I love you and am grateful for your life, laugh, music, guidance, and love." Papoose was adorable, but she didn't throw birthday punches because, let's face it, those may hurt. However, Claressa Shields is completely locked in. Now, let's speak about the big issue. Why hasn't Papoose put a ring on it despite all the rumors circulating? Remy, out here playing keep away with those divorce papers like it's a game. But let's face it, it's not because Papoose hasn't been trying. This man has been telling people that he's been asking for this divorce more than once or twice. Remy Ma's sister is just stirring the pot whenever she can, and this isn't even a made-up mess. You all remember when Remy Ma posted the text messages between Papoose and Claressa Shields, baby? T was typing hot, and those messages clarified that Claressa was upset because Papoose hadn't even told her when he had arrived home safely. CS remained honest, saying that since you were the one who got married, it shouldn't be a big deal to tell me that you made it home safely. She sent what she wanted to say because she cares for her partner. But Remy Ma, she wasn't finished. Even the close sister went ahead and accused Papoose of threatening to call the police on her and even saying she found a recording of him touching her. Of course, Papoose denied everything, but he did say that Remy was furious because he had moved on. Let's not pretend that we forgot that at Christmas 2023, Remy Ma was jeered by Easy the Block Captain and Baby. We all remember that rap battle in which she openly confessed her love for that man. How can you be infatuated with an entirely different man and still be refusing to let Papoose go? Someone please make sense.
Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? See right there, that's the one.
However, if you thought that was messy, wait because there's more. Claressa Shields and Papoose have been out here serving real couple goals, and they even gave people a glimpse of their love life when they went on a whole Valentine's Day vacation. You can see the photos of them enjoying themselves in the sun, catching vibes and simply relaxing, and Papoose was there to kick off the first Hawaii Fest. However, Papoose has a job, so even during his brief romantic retreat, he made time to post on Threads and update everyone on what's going on. The show was amazing, with many celebrities coming up, and this year we made history. As Papoose was locking in that bag right now, Claressa Shields was locking in hearts. She shared the cutest little video of herself serenading her partner on the beach. Just the 2 of us. If we try, we can make it, you know. The love was cheesy, but it was genuine. They weren't alone though, because this is where things start to get serious. Rumor has it that Papoose had planned a romantic vacation for some time, and he was attempting to formalize it by allegedly hoping to have his divorce from Remy finalized before the trip, so he could propose to Claressa Shields on Valentine's Day. Imagine that, Hawaii. The romance in the air and the vibes would have been ideal. But guess who had to ruin it all? Yes, Remy Ma, and the reason is that things are simple with her new partner. Remember when Papoose performed at Claressa Shields' boxing match while she made her entrance? Well, that's a whole new level of love and hype that Remy is probably missing right now, and watching him show up and show out for another woman like that must have hurt. The block captain wasn't going as she had hoped, so now she's out here calling him names and preventing Papoose from moving on. Let's be honest, Remy B caught a glimpse of Papoose giving Claressa Shields the same love and support she used to receive back in the day. That being said, you really need to ask if this is just her being a bitter ex or if there is more to it because of the way Remy is holding on so tightly. Oh, it's giving. What are you terrified of? Well, the real reason Remy won't sign the divorce papers is because she knows Papoose is coming for the alimony bag, sis, and she isn't trying to cough up the money. After all, when one partner in a marriage earns more than the other, the one with less money is typically entitled to spousal support, also known as alimony, after the split. Papoose held it up for all those years. When courts determine alimony, they consider factors like the length of the marriage, the wage disparity, and the contributions made throughout the relationship. And if you look at Remy and Papoose history, you'll see that they were together for 11 years, which is more than 10 years. They began dating in 2004, got married in 2008, and ended their relationship officially in 2023. To make matters even more bizarre, they got married over the phone while Remy was incarcerated in 2008. If that isn't dedication, I don't know what is. But remember that Papoose was there through it all. When Remy was sentenced to prison in 2008, Papoose was right there, and they even had a vow renewal wedding in 2015. By 2018, they welcomed their baby girl, Remy.
You are the most amazing, beautiful, sexy, smart, intelligent woman I ever met in my life. I love you more than anything in the world, as you know.
I don't know if I'm married again.
What I want to say is, will you marry me again?
Now that we are discussing who should receive support, Papoose has a case, no doubt. But let's speak about the money, because this is where things get really complex. Papoose kept Remy down during some of the most trying years of her life. Remy Ma's estimated net worth is $4 million, which is far higher than Papoose's holdings. As a result, when she sees the divorce papers, she already knows they're probably going to hit her with the payments of alimony. A significant portion of Remy's income comes from her clothing line, reality TV, checks, and record sales. Her 2006 debut album, which was based on a true story, was a critical success. Although she may not have achieved the same level of fame as some of her peers, CIS always earned her respect. She has been nominated 4 times for the BET Awards Best Female Hip Hop Artist category and has even won.
I want to thank God first and foremost. I've been through a lot. To everybody who think there's no such thing as second chances, I'm here to tell you that's a...
But let's face it, Remy continued to be involved in the music industry even after she was imprisoned. GSI released multiple mixtapes while incarcerated, and you know who was out there marketing and ensuring they made some money. When she couldn't do it herself, Papoose kept her reputation alive by promoting her songs, ensuring that people didn't forget about her, and keeping that bag moving. You can be sure that all of that work placed a significant amount of money in Remy's pockets.
Surprised when Papoose wanted to marry you. After you got sentenced out, because you just knew he was, you just knew he was going to. And I thought that was like a real stand-up thing to do.
He's one of a kind. I could definitely say that. So
when Remy and Papoose eventually got out in 2014, they brought their love story to the small screen with VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York. However, they went on to create other spin-offs, and guess who was there to help get those checks? Let's not pretend that Papoose wasn't as much of a star of the show as Remy because, really, he helped bring in those TV checks. Let's be clear, he wasn't just a supporting character. Rather, he was an integral part of the plot, their love, their struggles, and their family, all of which kept viewers interested.
Go. Besides the great performance, it was like one small, tiny, itsy incident but it was nothing. Right. Nowhere near me. Like football field away.
Although it was a great move, let's not pretend that Papoose wasn't working hard for that brand when Remy debuted the Remy collection in 2018. You can be sure that Papoose helped make that happen as well. A portion of the sales went to support women and families impacted by incarceration.
Miss Remy Ma, Mr. Papoose, really the hip-hop's Hollywood couple right now. Y'all need your own show. That's what everybody...
If we're going to talk about how Remy made her money, we also have to talk about how much Papoose worked behind the scenes to help build that brand. This is where things get even more complicated because while Remy was in jail, Papoose took care of her then teenage son, Jason Scott, acting as a father figure when Remy couldn't be there. He was rocking the men's at events, making sure it got noticed, and drawing attention straight to the collection. Oh, that's the same kind of marketing that brands pay big money for. That's a huge responsibility that he took on without hesitation, but this is where things really took a turn for the worse. After Remy left, her son Jason was arrested and charged in connection with the fatal shooting that happened in Queens, New York in 2021. He is currently facing charges of first-degree murder and a host of other related offenses, which is tragic in and of itself, but it just goes to show how much stability Papoose was providing while Remy was away. He was keeping the household together, taking care of her child, and keeping everything together. And that's something you can never put a price on. If we're going to talk about how Remy made her money, we also have to talk about how much Papoose worked behind the scenes to help build that brand. This is where things get even more complicated because while Remy was in jail, Papoose took on the role of a father figure for her then teenage son, Jason Scott. Let's face it, that's a giant responsibility that he took on. He was rocking the men's at events, making sure it got noticed and drawing attention directly to the collection. On without hesitation, but this is where things took a truly tragic turn. After Remy left, her son Jason was arrested and charged in connection with the fatal shooting that occurred in Queens, New York in 2021. He is currently facing charges of first-degree murder and a host of other related offenses. While this is a tragic situation overall, it just goes to show how much stability Papoose was providing while Remy was away. He was keeping the household together, taking care of her child, and keeping everything together. And that's something you can never buy.
3-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that...
As we discuss this divorce and the reasons behind Remy's tardiness, it appears that she knows Papoose has a strong case for that alimony bag. But what about Claressa Shields? Well, you already know that she is upset about this because Remy is stalling and slowing down her wedding plans. And let's face it, Claressa Shields isn't the type to sit quietly when things aren't going as planned. Let's not pretend that this is just a passing liaison between her and Papoose. She is clearly in love with him and calls him her king.
Pisces, I love really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is just such a sweetheart. And nobody tell him to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. It was so funny.
But they're stuck now. Since Papoose is still legally married to another woman, Claressa Shields is unable to even move forward with him. Imagine being prepared to start a life with someone, but encountering a large, unmoving obstacle that just makes matters worse. At this point, you have to wonder how long Claressa Shields' patience will last before she starts demanding some real answers and some real action. But let's be honest for a moment. Claressa Shields is out here loving this man, supporting him, and getting caught up in his mess with his ex. It's frustrating, messy, and exhausting. And Remy continues to stir the pot and cause drama whenever she gets the chance. I have a question for you all. Do you think Remy is truly hanging on because she still loves Papoose, or is this just because she knows an alimony check is coming? Do you think Claressa Shields will endure all of this drama, or will she eventually lose patience and leave? Most importantly, how long should Papoose wait before Remy lets him go? To ensure that he never missed the tea, please leave a comment below and let me know what you think. While you're doing it, don't forget to press the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and enable the notifications. Additionally, watch the following movie on your end screen. I promise you that it's as messy as it gets, and you won't want to miss it.